Hey y'all, Sheree here with Not Sure What's Cooking. Today, I'm sure everybody's had potato skins before. Well, today I am going to make sweet potato skins. Now, these are a little bit different, and what I'm going to put in them is a little bit different than probably you've had, if you've even had sweet potato skins. But anyway, what you're going to need is you're going to need 3 sweet potatoes and wash them really good and poke some little bitty holes in it. As you can see, I poked a few little holes on both sides. You're going to microwave them. I'm not sure about your microwave, but just microwave them until they're soft and then take them out. All right, while those sweet potatoes are microwaving, get you some sausage. It don't matter what kind. I just use this kind. And cut it in little slices like this. Now, you're probably only going to be using maybe half of the sausage. So you'll have the other half for another recipe that you'd like. All right, cut them in quarters is what I mean. Like little pieces like this. So you'll cut them in half and then half that again. But anyway, and just go ahead and get that ready. All right, now get you about 3 green onions. Now you can put more if you want. And then just chop them up like this. And this is something that you could prep while your potatoes are cooking. And after you take them out of the microwave and they're ready, let them cool off for probably about 15 minutes or so. Make sure they're cool before you cut into them and start scraping out the stuff. Well, I mean, you could go ahead and cut them in two, but just be very careful because they're very hot. And just make sure that they're cooled down enough after you cut them in two before you start scraping all that goody stuff out. All right, now you take those little babies and you just slice them in two, long ways, of course. Now, you're going to start digging out all that yummy stuff right there. All right, so you scrape out some of that sweet potato and save it, put it in a bowl so you can have it for later. But anyway, you scrape it out and then just put a little bit of butter in it like this. All right, now you're going to take some of that sausage and put in the middle of those. And then, just put as much as you want. There's no certain amount you have to put in, but I'm going to load them up pretty good. All right, and go ahead and turn your oven on 350 and let it heat up. Now, you could do this in a toaster oven too if you don't want to heat up your house. It tastes just as good in a toaster oven. All right, next step, get you a can of corn and drain it really well. Make sure there's hardly any liquid in it at all. You don't want any if it's possible. Then you're going to start spreading it on these sweet potato skins. All right, you just spread them on like this. Don't those look good? All right, now the next thing is get you some Colby Jack cheese. And now, you're not going to spread a whole bunch on here. You're just going to do it lightly. And as far as the corn, you're going to only need a half a can. So save the rest of that corn for another time. Or you can have it with this for a side dish, however you want. All right, you see how little I put on there? You just want to put a little. This is acting like a glue to kind of keep that sausage and that corn in there. Now you put it in the oven on 350 for about 15 minutes or so until they're really hot. Okay, and stick around I'll show you what the next step is. All right, after 15 minutes in the oven or the toaster oven, I've never used a toaster oven for this, but, and I don't know how long it'd take for the toaster oven, but after you take it out, sprinkle a little ground cinnamon. Yes, I said cinnamon. This is what makes this taste so yummy and unique. All right, after you've sprinkled a little cinnamon, see how little I put on there? You don't want to put a whole bunch because you don't want that to take over all the other flavors whenever you bite into it. All right, now take some more of your cheese and just spread all over them. All right, just like that. All right, and then you're going to take those chopped onions and you're going to put it on top and then put it back in the oven or your toaster oven until the cheese is melted really good. All right, you guys, look at that. You just spread them all over. Now, if you want more onions on it, then go ahead, put as much as you want. There's no certain amount that you have to put. All right, I'm fixing to put this back in the oven, and I reckon whenever it's ready, I will show you the results. All right, y'all, look at that. Once you take it out of the oven, just spread some sour cream on it. Now, make sure they're crispy because you want them crispy. All right, and then I sprinkled some dry chives on it. That's optional. But anyway, this is it. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and please give me a thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that too. And then just remember, if you believe it, you can make this. And this is such a delicious, you can have this as a meal. This is so delicious as a meal or an appetizer. And until next time, be blessed and safe. Bye, y'all.